It's Carrie Mead with Curiosity Life Coaching. I just want to talk to you for a few minutes about what it means to be a certified Seasons of Change coach. I know this is a word I use all the time, and I realize that most of you have no idea what that means. In simple terms, it just means that I'm a transitions coach. I help you successfully navigate major life transitions, and I use the seasons as my guide. And what does that mean? It means that there's different stages of change that we go through, and we can sort of relate them to the different seasons outside. I'm pretty sure that I can say most of us are in a season of fall right now in one way or another. And why is that? Because we're all going through a major change with the worldwide health pandemic that we're experiencing with the coronavirus. So things are changing. Maybe we're working from home. Maybe we've lost our job. Maybe our children are home and we are homeschooling for the first time. Or maybe we're supporting an elderly or sick parent. Things have changed across the world in just a matter of a couple of weeks. And so that means it's just like the fall, like in the autumn or fall, the leaves change, they fall to the ground after changing colors, right? So change is upon us and it's happening. The next season that we go through, just like in nature's winter, we kind of grieve the loss of what was, and we retreat within ourselves, and we go within and we look for change and what that change means for us, and how can we grow and experience strongly from this in a positive way. For many people, winter is the tough season, and people want to not be in winter. They want to be back in spring or even back to fall. But just like the seasons outside, we can't go backwards in the seasons. So change is happening as we speak, and we're all going to winter together. We're going to go into this season where we're going to grieve what was, and we're hopefully going to gain personal insights and reflect in this time as we're isolating and self and distancing. And just as a bear retreats and hibernates during the winter, we too are going to go through that process. What's going to happen next is just like in nature is spring. Spring is a time for creativity, for birth and rebirth, and it's a time for hope. So just as the seasons change and the snow melts away and the flowers start to bloom and the sun starts to shine a little longer, there will be a time when this period is over and winter is over, and it's time for us to make some changes and to kind of come out of our hibernation and embrace life again. Now, remember, we won't be the same person we were last fall. Things have changed. We've experienced new things. Maybe some of them have been not welcome change, and maybe we have had actually some growth and enjoyed things that we didn't expect to enjoy in this time. Who knows? But you'll be different in the spring. But you'll know spring is here when you start to feel like socializing again, and you're going to start to feel hopeful again, and you're going to start to have a little more energy than you have right now. And then, just like in the seasons, after spring comes summer. And summer is that time where we get to really relax and enjoy from all of the things, all of our hard work, all of the things align. So maybe, that maybe that you have a really great relationship that you're enjoying, or maybe that means you finally landed an awesome job with a great pay salary, or maybe it looks like, sending your kid to the first time and being really sending your child to school, I should say, for the first time and being really excited about their opportunity in the world. Summer, just like outside, is a time where we have lots of sunlight and we have lots of hope, and things feel really good for most of us in the summertime. So remember that just as a seasons of change coach, I follow the seasons. So sometimes our seasons of life are going to, they're going to correlate with the seasons outside, but not always. And the other thing to remember when we use the seasons as our metaphor and our guide for change is that we may have a season of summer where our job is like just amazing and we're like doing awesome work in our career, but maybe there's a health issue that we're struggling with and it feels like we're in the dead of winter with maybe chronic migraines or some sort of thyroid issue or an autoimmune disease. And so maybe our career is really great and it feels like summer, but this other part of us is in the middle of winter. And that happens a lot. We are multifaceted, and there's always many, many moving parts to any one person's whole being. And so just know that you can be in different seasons at different times. So I just wanted to share that little bit with you about the seasons of change and how I can help you As I said, I specialize in transitions and I use the seasons as my guide. People love it to have this roadmap that the seasons provide. And usually, as I describe the different seasons to people, right away you can identify with where are you? Where are you on the in the seasons of life right now? Are you having an abundant harvest in summertime? Are you in the depths of winter? Are you hibernating, or are you peeking your head kind of out of the cave like the bear does and looking at, spring and seeing the flowers? As I said, I think we're all going through some changes right now as our world is changing with the health epidemic, but that doesn't mean that we're all going to be in fall. It just depends on where you are. So if you're curious and want to know more about using the seasons of change or working with me as a coach, please just reach out, let me know, and I'd be happy to talk to you and share my knowledge with you. Take care.